Alright y'all, as promised, I was going to do a video, and since I'm traveling today and taking care of my sister's dog, I'm not by the pianos at my house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my last recorded lesson with my voice teacher to show you how to warm up, how we warm up, to try to bring the chest voice into your whole range. And then I'm going to show you a video I found on YouTube. I will also post that so y'all can use it too, with Arturo Melocchi, and I believe he's training Lima Reilly in this warm-up. So I'm going to warm up. First of all, I am always started at F4. That's typically what your soprano, mezzo, contralto voices should start at F4. And then we go down to our very lowest note, and we go all the way to our highest note every day. Don't push. If you're a guy, start an octave lower, like a tenor, start at F3. Let's say you're a baritone or a low basso, maybe take it an octave and a half lower and start there. So basically everyone does the same thing. Everyone has the same structures. You got lungs, you got trachea, you got vocal cords. It just depends how big is your body, how strong is your body, how long are your cords, how thick are your cords, right? So someone with a low voice has bigger cords, longer cords, right? Thick, long cords is a big, low voice, right? Thick chords, but short chords, then you'd have like more of a dramatic voice, like a dramatic soprano voice. So everyone does the same thing when you start out. So like I've been saying, the voice rides the body. So you're going to breathe in, and then like even when you speak, these in your trachea here, it is surrounded by soft bone, and that is like cartilage. And when you speak, you want that to ring, and also when you sing, you want to train to where that's the chest voice. You want that ringing in every register, and that's not easy to do. Like usually when you start out and as you go up into your head voice, you can lose that resonance, and like my teacher would say, it sounds like you jumped out the window for that high note. You want to keep it here. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and then we're going to mess around with some of my favorite videos and just show you like how I would be working on a day when I am, you know, not at home, don't have my piano around. So I always record everything I do because I want to know what I did wrong, what I did right, and how to fix it. And yeah, you know, get over it. I know it's not fun to listen to yourself. It's only recently where I start to kind of enjoy hearing some of the stuff I do. So, and this is a long thing, and you know, it's like a passion that will last you forever, because it's pretty difficult to become perfect at singing, you know.
Today we'll see how it goes.
And this is my teacher, Valentin Peytchinov.
I will let you know. I'm not sure yet when. The reason is that if I don't have to go to the mainland.
Yeah, so he is in China right now, in Hong Kong. Man, I thought I had this at the right place.
Stay with them or something.
I apologize.
And who knows if I will have any other opportunity to see, you know. I highly suggest when you have time, go to YouTube and
he's talking about the great fireworks
from Hong Kong for the New Year now.
Oh, I will. Yeah, that's great.
It's something unbelievable. I never seen such thing.
Wow, that's cool.
Okay.
See how I breathe in here? was letting go, I was getting flat.
Okay.
So I was letting go of the
When
support.
you say here, inside should be open sideways.
Yeah, so he wants me on ooh to be more like this, wider.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
And you can check yourself. Now remember, we're not singing hard here. We're not singing a lot of vibrato either.
This was excellent, but it will help you before the top note if you open a little bit more sideways.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Set the body and get out of the way.
open up. Yep,
Like that.
very good.
hear it scratch?
Here,
I wasn't aligned.
go back
Yeah.
from the top one. Go back. Otherwise, it's not aligned.
Yeah, it's scratching.
That scratching sound you hear, that is, we lift but then lean back.
But it is not aligned. That's why you're scratching.
So I got it there. So that's the last note for me. That's C6 sharp.
It is just too high.
Yeah.
Because you're going back. One more time. Open the mouth. Very good. Excellent. Okay, let's go another.
And here we start from our lowest note and go up.
Then up. Up.
And notice I'm raising my chest as I go higher.
Then up.
And don't collapse on the way down.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I'm definitely improving, and you know, if I can improve with the issues I have with my neck and skull, you can too. So the next thing, so that's the two exercises that my teacher usually makes us do. But I found this great video, Arturo Melocchi and Mario Del Monaco. And this is on the ejr.Mario Del Monaco page on YouTube. And this is Melocchi teaching Limarilli technique, and this is working on the tenor high notes. And so if you're a female voice, this is going to be your mid voice. That's why I'm doing it as like contralto mezzo voice. I noticed my high notes, or sorry, my mid voice is the high notes for the tenor. So what I'm doing is I'm actually trying to recreate singing covered chest voice like the tenors do, because that strengthens your chest and it strengthens the thyroid arytenoid muscles that brace open the throat. So even if you never have to do this as, like, let's say you're a light voiced soprano, you still want to be able to do some of this chest, and the way you do it is you practice belting, but not, we're trying to, if you have a white sound right now, that's okay. Do not push, do not sing really hard. What we're trying to do, I am always pushing with the chest. I am always trying to expand this way and get stronger in the chest, and to let the voice ride the body just like you would in any other sport, right? Like weightlifting, swimming, anything like that. Your breath is very important. And I always approach everything like an athlete because I played 2 sports in college. So that's how I approach everything, is with an athletic type mindset, because I don't want anyone singing like on their throat. Everything should be on the chest, because you know, you have tiny little vocal cords, they're just little membranes, and they can't take, you know, much of a beating, but your chest can, your lungs, your body will not fail you if you train it properly. All right, so this, I love this, and we're gonna just imitate this lesson. And not turn the voice over, not a head voice. So I'm breathing here and I'm setting, and then I'm starting sound. And I bring the chest up like I'm shifting gears almost. Turn this side. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. And I'm checking to make sure I'm vibrating here, right around under, right around your sternum. So he's kind of doing schmerzando into it. That's something you should try to work to not do. He's going to get onto him later about that. Now, if you have a hard time keeping it forward, maybe try no, mo, something to get like a forward sound. You want the chest set up, and then it should be coming out of your chest and out to the audience, not in your face, not swallowed. It's so hard to hear what they're saying. Yeah, he's telling them don't sing, don't let it go back in the too far back. Yeah, so he's telling them be good. You reach up with your chest, like I had a teacher used to tell me, it's like you're being suspended like meat in a hook from the ceiling. And you shouldn't be straining. The only strain that should come would be like you're working your chest, right? Like here, on the bottom of your ribs, top. Try to keep the same opening you had below up high. I would actually say there's more as you go higher. So he's going to show you how these exercises will go into your arias that you sing right here. So he was telling him, instructing him about Nessun Dorma, how we're basically almost there. So that's the high C. So there's your tenor high C, your middle voice C5 for female voices. And it's not hard. And of course when I started doing this, it was not so good, but it's getting better and better every time because I'm purposely making myself stronger. So let's see if we can do that. So, like, I'm a girl. If I can do it, you can do it too. And so that's what we're working on. We are working to try to bring the chest voice up. So now what I usually do once I feel sort of warm, although it usually takes me to the beginning of an aria to actually feel like going through halfway through an aria before I feel like I'm warmed up, but that's okay. So there's something I've been working on that is rather new, a bottom. So I'm going to test myself and see if I can sing along with Marian Anderson, who's probably the best with this piece. This is Bach. It's a very beautiful piece. And
everyday low prices like at Aldi.
I hate all these commercials. It's crazy. There's more commercials than anything these days. But anyway, so what I do is I actually try to be annoying when I first start this piece. I'm actually using it as a vocalise, and I'm gonna sing it like I'm actually kind of gonna belt a little bit of this D5, and because I'm trying to strengthen myself, because this is a slow kind of piece that if you don't have enough squealo and you don't have enough chest, you're going to, your voice will start wobbling. And also with age, like I'm 49 now, so the older you are, you better have your squealo, your chest voice intact, or you will not be on pitch. So I'll show you what I do, and then it actually strengthens you to do this. And then when you turn it over into head voice, it's even better. Shows you. So that first phrase, I tried to sing, to actually belt the D5. Obviously it's not, you know, the sound is too white, and that's okay, because now I'm going to show you, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to sing it turned over. And you can do this with like every piece you have. So that's another thing. The greatest singers, they take things very slowly. So this is a good test, right? Like you could see I was rushing. So it's good to be like, oh, okay, I can take more time. In fact, one of my teachers told me a long time ago, the difference between the greatest singers and like people who are amateurs is they don't take enough time, right? And they don't set up each phrase. They don't make sure, like come hell or high water, a great singer is going to set themselves up on purpose to, each phrase is a setup, right? So let's say you whiff one off and it's a bad phrase. Well, the next phrase, set it up, breathe, and do it right. And every time, you know, you will get better and better as you are forceful with yourself and force yourself every time to set each phrase up. Let's go back a little bit. that phrase, I could have done that Zeren, I could have done it in chest, or I could turn it over like I was doing. Let's see if I can do it in chest and have it be good, right? So whenever you can bring the chest up, the covered chest voice up and not turn it over, if it's deep enough, it actually sounds better and you use less air, right? So that is one of the big reasons to train this chest voice into your voice. And then these next phrases, erbarme dich, mein Gott. So when it's like an arpege like that, that is very good to practice your transition from the covered chest voice into the head voice if you're doing that, okay? So can I do that? Yeah, so it's a little bit better, I think, when I do more chest, right? And it's just I have to keep getting stronger. So this is something I noticed yesterday when I was recording me singing this. I was not picking the chest voice up at I was kind of going instead of right? Like, and if you set yourself up wrong, where you don't know where the chords are, you can let out a bunch of air, and then your phrasing will not be as beautiful. So that was something that, so I record everything I do, and then I go sit in the bathtub and listen to it and drink wine. Notice how on the second zer in there, I actually tried to bring some chest into that just to see if I can, and I'll listen back to it and see how it went, you know? And I'm going to try the same thing with this shower here, and I'm going to actually not breathe for the whole phrase. There's commas there, but I'm going to do this on purpose to make myself stronger. So this is your tenor C sharp, right? So you can do it like that, right? That's just trying to make myself stronger. Then I'm going to turn it over now. So you use so much more air. You use a lot more air in the head voice in that phrase. In fact, in every phrase. And the more chest you can bring up, the more pinpointed it feels to you, and the stronger the sound is for the audience. But like I said, I'm still building myself. Who knows when I will be complete. I have my 4th neck surgery on July 21st of this year, and that's 4 in 2 years. Actually, less than 2 years, like a year and a half. So, but like I said, I'm getting better, so you can too, right? Like if someone who has pretty bad neck and skull injury, jaw injury can sing rather decently, so can you, right? Like, it's amazing. So that's one great thing about it, right? Alright, so let's start this phrase again. that phrase because as you go down, you'll notice you want to collapse, right? Because you're getting towards the end of the phrase, like, oh my God, I get a breath, right? Don't collapse. Fight, fight, fight to stay up. That's another one that I like to collapse on. But I'm working on it, right? So that would be like my warm-up piece. Now some days I don't feel well, and like last Wednesday was a disaster. I literally stayed in my neck brace all day long, and I only sang some very low like tenor pieces because yeah, there was no superhuman stuff going on that day. But you know, just try every day to do some sort of at least warm up, okay? At least do the warm up, sing something low, right? So, because I'm like contralto mezzo, I will typically do a tenor aria, some tenor arias, things like that, like if I don't feel well. That way I'm not straining myself super hard, right? But I want to keep the idea of where the voice should be placed, and I want to keep that strength up. So even on days where you don't feel so hot, like sometimes I will fold laundry and warm up or sing along with Mario Del Monaco to, you know, some sort of low piece for me, which would be like from Aida or I like La Fleur que tu m'avais jeté from Carmen. That's another good one. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you, I'm just going to sing along with a couple of my favorite singers.
My biggest fear is not being there for my 4-year-old.
This is going to be Stefania Tosiska and Mirella Freni. This is a great recording. And like I said, we're going to test ourselves, right? Like, can I take the same tempi that the people that are amazing do? Right? So this is Fu la sorte dell'armia tuoi funesta. It's the scene and duet from Aida and Amneris. And I'm backing up. This is a recording score. I'm starting on page 89. If you happen to be a mezzo or a soprano and you want to follow along. And I don't know, this opera is so well, it is so well done. Verdi, thank you. You know, amazing writing. Oh, whoops, what just happened here? Oh, man. Me and my lack of technical expertise. Let's see here. It says, this is a recitative. Silenzio. Aida verso noi s'avanza. So I have a mirror here. This is another thing I forgot to tell you. I have a mirror. And I'm watching myself, and watching myself collapse if I am, right? I'm watching myself stay up if I am. I'm also trying to turn sideways for you guys, so it might help you. This is, singing is a little different because like your instrument's inside of you, and no one can be like, well, just play these with your fingers. That's the hardest part about singing. It's like you swallowed your instrument, and now we're trying to figure out how to play it from the inside. Silenzio, aire verso noi s'avanza, figlia di vinti, a sua d'allarme sacra. Le rive della, il dubbio atroce in me si desta. Il mistero fatal si squarcia al fine. Con la sorte dell'armia tui funesta, povera Ida, che aiuto pensi pesa sul corteco di vita. Io sono amica tua, tutto da me tu avrai, vivrai felice. Now, refraining singing this role is a great example of chest voice as a lyric soprano. Antico piango, pure ad un confine, i mali di qua giù. Fammirà il tempo, le angosce nel tuo cuore, e I always miss those words up. E più che il tempo. A quel valore, quel turbamento, se vedo una cana febbre d'amor, di derogalla, così scommento, divido l'anzi nel suo terror. Ben quel nuovo fremito t'assal gentil Aida, i tuoi segreti svelami all'amor mio t'affida, tra i furti che pugnalano della tua patria dono. Qualcuno another thing. Study your words like 5-6 times every day. Say in campo il duce impavido. Ad in corda sto, a tutti barbaranno, anzi mostrò la sorte. Se in campo il duce impavido, cade trafitto a morte. Sì, roda merda tui fu spento e pianger poi. Li dei con vendicata. Trema in porti lessi, tu l'ami, non mentire. Quando tu ancora il vero saprò, fiso mi volto, io ti ingannava. Rodames vive. E ancora mentir tu speri, sì, tu l'ami, ma l'amo anch'io, intendi tu, son tuo rivale, figlio de faraoni. You hear her? Tal, right? She's hitting the chest, cover, open and like head voice, but she's got a lot of squeal in there. She would not be able to do this. Did you hear it? The begging, right? That chest voice gives you that sound where you can beg. So coming up, I'm training myself to sing Trema vil schiava because that is a C5, and I'm actually going to try to sing it like a tenor. It's probably not going to be deep enough, but I'm working on it because the orchestration is so heavy under this that you're not really heard, especially if you're doing like people do today and they sing in that like collapsed head voice sound. It doesn't cut. So what I'm doing is I'm training to, and you'll hear it, okay? I'll show you, but I'm just warning you. Anyways, we'll do it again. We'll do it right. But watch me catch it as I come down. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to do spezzale to a core, like she's yelling at her, right? Chest voice covered up high, like a yell almost. Spezzale to a core, spezzale to a core. right? You saw me cut it off. And every time you do it right, you're actually training yourself to, you know, for it to become more and more automatic, right? It'll get to the point, like when you're really good, if you're concentrating, it's kind of like miraculous. You're like, wow, how did that work out? So this next one is, this is Tosiska, Stefania Tosiska, like I told you, she's one of my favorites. She's singing with Placido Domingo, and this is Act 4, the scene in duet between Amneris and Radames. So I'm going to do the same thing that you saw me do before, right? Just try to bring the chest up and also keep like the sound and keep my acoustic box up and, you know, manage to say all the words and coming on time and all of that. But it helps to work like this too, right? So, like, when I learn these things, obviously I'm at the piano, I'm doing everything, you know, teaching myself note by note, and then, you know, I start getting faster, I start working with my pianist, who just happens to be my mom, I'm very lucky, right? And then I will test myself, or if I'm traveling, right? If you're traveling, use YouTube, use recordings to help yourself get better, right? Like, see what they're doing, see what, if you like what they're doing, take what they're doing that you like, use it. Take what they're not doing that you don't like, or they're doing that you don't like, get rid of it, right? Now usually I do that with a little more chest voice, so let's try it. Because it's actually appropriate in this opera specifically, very much. types of pieces are considered very hard, right? Like hard to sing. So you don't want to push. Try to sing kind of as lightly as you can, especially, you know, before there's, like, this gets really dramatic. Like the next phrase I have that comes in. Io pensiero, ma pure il pensiero. Salvati dunque, scalpati, tu morrai. And who will save you? You're gonna die. I collapsed on trono. I think I let the words do it to me. Soffersi tanto, vegliai le noti in pianto, e patria e trono e vita, tutto dare per te. No more of her. Misera presti, aida me tolesti, spenta ai forse. Sometimes I sing along with the tenor. Di sua morte origine, no, vive Aida, nei disperati aneliti dell'orde fuggitive, soccare il padre, sparvi di più dove la sede. I'm looking at the music here because I always mess these words up, so I want to make sure that I don't do it in public, you know? So I think that high note was a little weak in terms of chest support, So what I'm gonna do is we have to do it again. So it's a repetition anyway. So I'm not gonna rewind it, but I'm just telling you, like, I felt that was a little weak. So. That was better. I made sure I didn't push. So you should never push like before or even during a high note. Just let it happen. Get up and stay up. So like, I'm not singing hard. I'm actually trying very hard to hold back and make it bing, 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 bing. Show you where my chords are all the time. And then, so for the don't let the emotion of the piece take you away from your technique. I'm one of those people that can get too emotional when singing. The music is so beautiful and it's so moving that, thank God there's an audience usually, because then that keeps me from getting upset and crying. So we're just going to go on. This goes on to the judgment scene. Poi ma morir mi sento. In poter di costoro io stessa lo gettai. Ora tempreco atroce. Let's see if I can do that just with chest. Ora tempreco atroce gelosia. Che la sua morte è l'uto eterno del mio cor segnasti. Ecco i modelli, il poter di costoro io stesso lo gettai, io stessa lo gettai. there, they hold that a lot longer. It's only 4 beats in the score. But it doesn't hurt you to hold things longer when you're practicing to make yourself strong, right? And a lot of times I sing along with the men on purpose because it keeps my voice grounded and open, right? I don't know, it's something I've always done, like the relaxation of down low helps me a lot. And I don't know if it's just from the accent I had or not. So here, the conductor gave her a lot more leeway. There really isn't much breathing in here. There's 16th rests, dotted 8th rests, but it's okay. Do what you want, you know, like whatever the conductor tells you, right? Tu rivelasti della patria I segreti al discolpati, elitace. Like a sigh part. Nu mi pietà. Alright, she's begging. Radames. Tu disertasti dal campo, il di precede alla pugna. Discolpati. This is like the ultimate diss that Radames would rather be buried alive than be with Amneris. Oh, I've been there, girl. See, to me that's very relaxing. So I'm not hammering on it. If you notice, I'm actually being careful. I'm putting emotion into it, but I'm not pushing the voice out of alignment. You know, and it's really easy to do in a very like dramatic scene, is to push the voice so hard that you hurt yourself. You don't want to do that. Use your chest, right? And use your brains. So here's where, like, kind of the bombastic singing kind of starts for you, mezzos. So let's see if we can be smart. Sacerdoti commission del vito, tigri pommi di sangue assetate, volatera di lumi malgroggiati, punite chi colpe nonna. Sacerdoti, quest'uomo che uccidi tu lo sai da me un giorno affamato, l'anatema d'un cuore straziato, con il suo sangue su te ricadrà. So that phrase, that voi la terra ed i numi, usually people don't sing that one phrase, but I was doing that on purpose. You know, you only get like an eighth rest coming after that. I did it on purpose to make it harder for me, right? Like that way, let's say a conductor has a ridiculously slow tempo, I'm strong enough to handle it, right? And I've practiced it by myself. Or, like, if they're nice and they let you take a breath here, like, voi la terra ed, before you knew me, if they let you do that, then it's even better because, you know, a little bit of the blood comes back to your cords and your chest. And I also, in this specific section, a lot of times it ends on an A4, and I purposely, not just for dramatic effect, because it really does help with the dramatic effect when you have so many people singing, so much instrumentation under you to do the chest voice there, that like covered, open chest voice. I do it there for dramatic purposes, but also to remind myself where my chords are, right? Like you have to, you can get tight in a lot of places in the voice. It's almost like the voice moves around and you don't want that to happen. Right, that's what I was talking about. Alright, so at the end of this piece, right, at the end of this opera, I'm actually going to say, Empia razza, I'm going to do that C5 like the tenors do. I'm going to try to. And, you know, you can always default back to head voice as a female singer, not a problem. But I am pushing myself, so if it doesn't sound perfectly set, whatever, it's going to get there, right? And then I'll have a choice to belt it like a tenor would or sing it in the head voice. My teacher wants 9 beats on that, and that's another thing. So this is a pretty high phrase for a mezzo, right? High sustained. So we're going to do it again. And I was trying real hard not to push. Like, I was trying to tell myself, like, sing as piano as you can. That's kind of wild. There. So when I get done singing something like this, that is, you know, up around my higher notes that I would be singing for my type of voice, what I always do is I go see singing something low to, I warm the voice up every day. I try to, okay, unless I'm just like in a neck brace and can't do anything. That I do have days like that. Last Wednesday was, like I said, and all I did was sing some pop stuff and some tenor stuff, and just, you know, put a neck brace on and did the best I could. You know, you can't really sing high notes with a neck brace on, like it limits your jaw motion. So one of the things I do is I warm down so that I don't lose any high notes or low notes practicing. You know, and why not use one of the best technical people ever as a guide? So this is Mario Del Monaco, and this is a live performance of his, actually from 1961, and that is on the channel I told you about. Now what I'll do is I will link the videos that I've used so that y'all can use them if you want to, or you can at least look at them, because it's an example of some pretty good singing. So this is my warm down, and I just try to concentrate on being strong in the chest. Would help if I could rewind it properly, right? And don't push yourself. E quel guerriero io fossi, se il mio sogno si avverasse. Un esercito di prodi da me guidata, e la vittoria, e l'applauso di me in tutta. And you can watch him, he stands up so great. E a te mia dolce Aida, tornare là recinto, dirti per te ho pugnato, per te ho vinto. And he's great to watch, like I've told you on the other video I did. Celeste Aida, forma divina, mistico serta, di luce fior, del mio pensiero. Tu di mia vita sei lo splendor. Il tuo bel cielo vorrei ritardare. yourself, make sure you're not nasal. So if you're just starting out, or if you're like me, occasionally you will become a little nasal. And I do it especially like when I'm doing these higher notes, trying to imitate the tenors and be in a covered chest voice. So test yourself like this, right? When you're singing, make sure, oh, okay, if it changes your sound to put your fingers over your nose, the sound is wrong, okay? You don't want to be nasal. Cielo vorrei ridarti le dolci brezze del patrio suol, un dal serto sul crin posarti, ergerti un trono vicino al sol, un trono vicino al sol, un trono vicino al sol. Now I think it says morendo in the score, and you should back off, you know, and go more towards head voice with that. But I didn't, because I'm trying to build myself. I'm probably not going to sing Rada Mace in public. Although if someone asked me to, I would. It would be funny, right? Good for Halloween or something. But anyways, so that's, I'm probably going to keep continuing to sing, but I'm not going to torture y'all anymore. I'm just showing you how I would do things. And, you know, hopefully this helps you a little bit, right? Like, you could take some of the stuff I do and use it to improve your technique. Okay? Thank you. Bye.